الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد, the last sitting we had, alhamdulillah, was in regard to the issue of fighting the thieves and fighting the Khawarij. And what Imam Ahmad rahimahullah mentioned was that to fight their lusus, meaning their thief, and to fight the Khawarij, it is permissible if you are at risk of being under attack, of being attacked. And fighting them in defense of your life, your wealth, and likewise your honor and your religion. And the first and foremost intention is that the person fighting, what was it about? Fighting, the first intention is what, Mustafa? The intention is? Please do so. Hayakallah. The intention of it is what? Muhammad? Very good. The intention is not to kill nobody. Not to kill nobody. Next question. If he either capture him or subdue him, or he is wounded, what does he do? Abu Mansur? If he held captive the thief, or he is wounded, he surrendered him, he surrendered, what does he do? Abdullah? No, he already protected himself. Now he has the individual subdued, right? Huh? Go ahead. No, he got the thief. Very good. Very good. He take it back to the authorities. He take it back to the authorities. It is not for him to finish him off. It is not for him to kill him. It is not for him to, none of those. He surrendered, he got him, he is a captive, he is wounded. What he do, barakallah fikum, that he will return all his matters to the authorities. Shaykh Rabee hafidhahullah, he mentioned that فهذه تفاصيل في قتال الخوارج والصائلين والبغاة. He say here, it is the detailed explanation of those who, meaning in regard to fighting the Khawarij, the thieves, and likewise those who take by force, right? He say مأخوذة من أحاديث عن النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام, and they have been taken from the different narration of the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام. As one of the companions asked the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام, أرأيت إن أراد رجلا أخذ مالي, how about if a person want to take my wealth? قال لا تطيعه, do not follow him, meaning do not chase him down. قال فإن قاتلني, if he fights me, he say قاتله, fight him back. He say فإن قتلني, if he kills me, he say فأنت شهيد, that you are shaheed. He say فإن قتلته, how about if I kill him? He say في النار, he is in the hellfire. And the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام, he mentioned in this hadith, ومن قتل دون نفسه فهو شهيد. Whomsoever is killed while in defense of himself, while protecting himself, he is shaheed. وَمَنْ قُتِلَ دُونَ مَالِهِ, and whomsoever is killed while protecting his wealth, فَهُوَ shaheed, he is shaheed. Whomsoever is killed, مَنْ قُتِلَ دُونَ دِينِهِ, whomsoever is killed protecting his religion, فَهُوَ shaheed, he is shaheed. he is shaheed. What do the shuhada have in common with the prophets? What do the shuhada have in common with the prophets? What do the shuhada have in common with the prophets? What do the shuhada have in common with the prophets? I want to see all the hands raised. Hassan. Before the Jannah. Let's put it that way. Before the Jannah. Before the Jannah. Omar? Ahsan Allah ilayk. They won't be asked in the grave. Allahu Akbar. They won't be asked in the grave. The shuhada won't be asked in the grave. Kadhalika, the prophets, they won't be asked in the grave. Who else won't be asked in the grave? Naam. As-Siddiqeen, right? The truthful ones. Who else, Umar? Very good. What is the word? What's the Arabic word? I heard somebody else. In Arabic? Murabitun. Murabitun. Al-Murabitun, right? Al-Murabitun. Right? These won't be asked. Meaning those who are protecting the Muslims. Right? Whether they are from the army of the Muslims or they are from the police of the Muslims. Meaning their job is to serve and protect, right? The Muslims. To protect the Muslims. Nah. What's that? Who's that? Oh, definitely. Big time. Very big time. He say, how about those who are, let's say in Mecca, that that's their job to, let's say when the Imam, of course, this is a need, when you got millions of people, you know who's who. When the Imam is leading the prayer, those that you see, alhamdulillah, being, kind of sort of watching over the Imam, his safety and the like, say, the Khatib, that this is without a doubt, they are from the Murabitun. And likewise, those who are at the borders, trying to fight the Huptis. They're also from the Murabitun. Huh? The Huptis, meaning the rebels of Yemen. Right? The Huptis in Yemen. Naam, ahsan Allah alayk. So this is from the characteristics of the Shuhada. Right? The Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, he say, whomsoever ask Allah, tabaraka wa ta'ala, to be from the Shuhada. Important statement. Whomsoever ask Allah to be among the shuhada, that Allah will make him among the shuhada, walau mata ala firashihi. Allah will make him to be among the shuhada, the martyrs, even if he die on his own bed. Allahumma ja'alna min ash-shuhada. Ameen. My man, right? So he mentioned فَإِذَا أُعْتَدَى عَلَى الْإِنسَانِ فِي مَالِهِ. If the man is being attacked and being transgressed in regard, meaning if the individual is being transgressed in regard to his wealth, or he is being transgressed in regard to his family, or in regard to his own self, فَلَهُ أَنْ يُدَافِعْ. It is incumbent upon him to defend himself. If the man is being attacked for his wealth, if he is being attacked for himself, meaning he's for his life, or if he's being attacked, right, in regard to his family, he say, فَلَهُ أَنْ يُدَافِعْ. It is for him that to repel that, to defend himself. But he say, وَبِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. But he is doing it in the best ways possible. In the best ways possible. Imam Ahmed rahimahullah ماذا قال, he say that he do it بكل ما يقدر عليه. That he will defend himself with all means possible. طيب. Rabee حفظه الله, he say وبالتي هي أحسن. He say لا يقصد القتل. He say that he will do it in the best way possible. Meaning that he is not intending to kill the individual first and foremost. Him defending himself is not that yaqsid, right? He is not intending to kill the individual, barakallahu fikum. He say, but rather, yadfa' billati hiya ahsan. He will repel him to the best of his ability. He will repel him to the best of his ability. If the words, alhamdulillah, is the first thing you got to say, right, you do so. If to barakallah fikum, protect yourself, not to take any hits, that's how you defend yourself, fine. But if you come now to where you got to barakallah fikum, throw some blows and the likes of that, you do so. If it is that you got to pull a weapon, you got to do so. If it goes to the extent that you got to pull a weapon, you got to do so, barakallah. But you got to start with that which, alhamdulillah, is least lethal. It is least, of aggression, least aggression. If you got to repel him by telling him, yo, leave me alone, this and the third, the likes of this. But if you're going to escalate where you're going to defend yourself, you defend yourself. If it is going to lead for you to pull a weapon, pull a weapon. But don't start off pulling a weapon. Now you in the Western, yeah, but rather, barakallah fikum, don't start up pulling your weapons and the likes. But rather you defend yourself, billati hiya ahsan. You start off, alhamdulillah, with less aggression, less force, less repelling, right? But if it escalate to the point where you got to defend yourself and your family, then barakallah fikum, there is nobody is telling you, let this individual just attack your wife, beat her down. Nobody saying that, barakallah. But defend yourself, defend your wife, defend your family.
Sometimes, like in certain cultures, if a person just look at you the wrong way,
we gotta take that mentality out of us. I know exactly what you're saying. No, seriously, we gotta take that mentality out of us. And also there is this thing, right? Alhamdulillah, you mentioned this. There is this restricted jahiliyyah that is still in us. And sometimes we are proud about how bad we were. We're proud of it. Because sometimes we mention it. Now you don't know me, I'm from St. Louis, which I'm from St. Louis, by the way, right? Yeah, I'm from St. Louis, Senegal. Right? St. Louis in Senegal, right? Senegal, yeah, St. Louis, Senegal, right? Not St. Louis, Missouri, right? St. Louis, Senegal. Get it right. Right? You got 3 St. Louis in the world. I'm one of them, alhamdulillah. Right? So that a person would not be saying, you don't know who am I? Akhi, who want to know who you are? Allah saved you from that. Thank Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala for that. Or you don't want to pull the New York out of me, just to say that, right? Things like this, and we gotta stay away from that. Barakallah fiqh. This is something that we gotta stay away from that, because that's a jahiliyyah that Allah saved us from. Now you want to go back to that, or you bragging about how bad you were? Akhi, you made tawbah. You say ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Take that foolishness out of your way. Take it out of your life. Take it out of your mind. Don't remind the individual how bad you were. So definitely like a person will look at you in a funny way, right? Just because it is the street type of mentality that you still have in you. Or you look at me in a funny way, I know what that look mean. I'm going to my car, wait a minute. Akhi, those are barakallah fikum not walhamdulillah what Salafiyah is about. I say that what Salafiyah is about. But rather the individual look at you in a funny way, akhi, the best defense in that is look somewhere else. Somewhere else. If it take for you to crick your car and leave the scene, leave the scene. Because you're defending yourself billati hiya ahsan, in the best mannerism. In least forces. With least barakallah fikum level force. So he mentioned hafidhahullah. He said فَإِذَا أَدَّى الْأَمْرِ إِلَّا إِلَىٰ أَنْ يَقْتُلُهُ. He said, if it will lead to the point whereas that barakallah fikum, that you have to take his life, he said that there is no blame to killing him. But this is where it lead to that. If the situation escalates so much so that it is to fight him, that barakallah fikum, there is no blame to fight him. There is no blame to fight him. And if it by I'm